The first thing I do is claim the shower. There are worse things to smell like than freshly baked bread, but I don't need to make people hungry whenever I walk past. After getting dressed, I'm ready to meet Kira at the shrine. As I pass by Erilynn's room, I wonder if I should let her know I'm leaving. Her door is currently closed, but the information we hope to find directly affects her. Should I disturb her? Let's knock. Remembering how rudely she woke me up yesterday, I decided to knock. Gathering my fist, I rap twice on the door. Did I say I rap? I rap. Yeah, boy. I'm a motherfucking gangster. Why you gotta be a motherfucking hater? Why you hating on me? Right here, I do my dream. To be motherfucking king with the motherfucking bling. Oh, snap. That's what I think of rap. But he did not once, he did it twice. So, back on the track. Yo, right here, my name is Gat. Here in the motherfucking game. Try not to be so lame. Try not to be whack. Try not to be black. Damn. I don't try not to be black. I was trying to say trying to be black because I'm doing this right here, trying to be a gangster. Okay. I don't know if I should cut that out. No, I'm not gonna get that out. You're gonna hear my whack rap. There's no response. Is she asleep? Does she not feel the heat that I bring spitting out sick rhymes? I knock once more. Still, no response. It's probably better that she doesn't join us anyway. Grabbing my things, I head out the house and make my way to the shrine. The walk over feels longer than usual. My breath comes in grasp as I pick up the pace. Finally, I see the familiar gates. Kira stands in front of them and greets me as I approach.
Hello.
Shit, you look good. Damn. Oh shit, man, you look fine. You know, you look fine. Hey, sorry I'm late. I hope you haven't been waiting long. She shakes her head. This is the first time I've seen her out of her school uniform. I must be staring a bit too long because she breaks the silence.
Is something wrong?
Girl, you just look great. Shit, are you a model? You look great. Okay, first of all, let's see. What would I choose? You gotta say she looks great, but this one sounds too thirsty, and this one's not acknowledging it at all. You look great. I snap out of my stare, feeling my cheeks burn as I look away. Kira is already beautiful to begin with, but this outfit makes her look so elegant and feminine. The school uniform really doesn't do her justice. Sorry, I didn't mean to stare. It's just that you look really great today. My eyes widen as I realize how that sounds. No, that you don't look great Okay, let me get this. That's, not that you don't look great every day. You do. I mean, it's not like I've been staring at her. Is it just me? Or is it getting warm in here? I feel the heat rising in my face. To my surprise, Kira bows her head in a grateful nod.
Thank you.
Should we head in? Kira nods. We go through the gates and enter the shrine grounds. There are a good number of people wandering about. Family crowds the main hall, wishing for blessings of health and good fortune. Many couples gaze lovingly at each other as they wish for happiness, and even more single people looking wishfully around the shrine, holding amulets for love. I wonder where we should start. Do you remember where you saw the thing in the sky? Kira looks up, shielding her eyes from the sun.
It was right above where Erilynn landed on you. About there.
She points to the spot in the air. I glance up to the sky. It's clear today, without a cloud in sight. I don't see anything abnormal.
Neither do I. It's not like it was the other night.
Our best bet is to still find the old woman. I give Kira a description of what I remembered. Scanning the crowd, I look for the familiar face of the mysterious old lady. The crowd of people is too thick for me to spot her. Kira takes a courtesy glance around her too. We'll never find her this way. Maybe we should ask around to see if anyone has seen her. He nods.
If we split up, we'll cover more ground.
That's it, gang. Let's split up and find the ghost. Yeah. We agree to meet back here, and Kira disappears into the crowd. I look around again, wondering who I should approach. Let's see. I'm gonna approach a really happy looking... old people first. They all know each other. It takes one to know one. Besides, if I were an old lady, who would my friends be? Probably other old ladies. I approach a woman who waits patiently outside of the offering hall. Excuse me. Shit, I got burped. She jumps at my voice.
Oh, young man, are you lost?
Yes, I'm looking for my mother. I've lost her dearly. No. Her eyes are full of concern. No, I'm actually looking for someone and wondered if you've seen her. She's an old woman about your height with gray hair.
Is that your grandmother? Have you been separated from your family?
Yes, actually, I've been separated from my family for a long time. I just want to see him one last time. Can you help me? My grandmommy has a happy meal. I try to think of more description. I try to think of more details. No, she's someone who's very enthusiastic about something called Ethereal Enigma.
What? Esther's family? Hold on.
She calls out to another elderly woman standing around the amulet booth.
Esther, this young man says you're his grandmother.
No, actually.
What, dear?
The woman cups her hand around her mouth and shout again.
This young man says you're his grandmother.
What?
While they're distracted, I quietly slip away. That didn't go the way I expected. Fine ass, really happy looking guy. I see a guy about my age with a big smile on his face. He's clutching an amulet and mouthing thank you to the sky. That looks like a face of someone whose wish was granted. I approach him. Excuse me. He turns to me.
What they say about the shrine is real. If you make an offering, your prayer may just be answered.
My heart does a little flip. That sounds familiar. Where did you hear that?
Oh, from someone here. And they were right. I prayed for love, and I just got a text from the cute girl I work with. It can't be a coincidence.
That text is probably like shit, the boss wants you here now. Like shit, you're late for work again. Come on, get to work, or you're gonna be fired like last time from your other job. What a loser. He heard that from someone at the shrine. That's great, but to who told you? Was it an old woman with short gray hair?
No, I don't think so. On second thoughts, I might have read it off a plaque.
I'm gonna hit you so badly.
But that's not important. I have a date to plan.
He rushes off before I can ask more. Well, that went nowhere. Watch, we're gonna see him later in the game, right here, I'm sad. She called me a loser. She hates me. Okay. I don't got a lot of time to make stories for a random guy. Find someone who works here. My best chances of finding this woman is to ask someone who also spends a lot of time at the shrine. There's a few groundskeepers sweeping the steps at The night that I met her. There are a few more working here today. Recognizing their uniform, I approached the nearest groundskeeper. I can't tell if he's the same one from that night or not. Excuse me, do you know if there was an old woman who frequents the shrines? The man looks at me, rubbing his chin.
You're going to have to be more specific than that. The elderly are always visiting the shrine.
She's short, gray hair. I tried to remember what she looks like, but there isn't anything specifically identifying about her. She likes to talk about something called Ethereal Energy and encourages people to make wishes at the shrine. I don't know, she's kind of like a freak. The groundkeeper frowns.
Ethereal Energy. Listen, young man, I haven't got time for pranks. If you don't actually need anything, then please excuse me.
Hey, fuck you, old man. I'm trying to help. I need help, okay? He thinks I'm making this up. Not that I can blame him. Sorry for bothering you. Thanks anyway. I leave him be. It's clear that nobody knows who I'm talking about. Disheartened, I returned to the meetup point. It hadn't struck me just how fruitless this endeavor was until I started asking around. Realistically, with no name or anything to go off of, what were the chances we'd find this woman anyway? I don't have to wait long before Kira returns. A sliver of hope stirs in my chest. Any leads? She shakes her head, squashing that tiny ray of hope.
You?
I shake my head too, and let out a sigh as I sit on the stone bench. Asking the locals was a long shot anyway. Kira sits beside me and wordlessly hands me a bottle of water. Oh, thanks. Where did you get this?
Over there.
She points to the other side of the hall, where a small refreshment stand offers drinks, then holds up a second bottle for herself. I'm not the type of guy to offer money back. I don't know. Have you ever met me in person? Probably won't, because I don't put myself out there. This is only audio. But I'm the type of guy that's like, no. Like, you give me something and I'm like, no, here you go. Here's some money back. I'm sorry. Like, you know what I mean? I'm that kind of guy. It's like, you don't have to do that. Here's some cash. Like, I don't have enough on me today, but I'll pay you back some other time. You know what I mean? How much was it? I can pay you back. She shakes her head.
Don't worry about it.
She sounds firm in her decision. I don't think she accepts any money. Alright, but I'll get it next time. She smiles faintly and nods. I take a sip. I guess now it's a time as any to take a break. She nods, drinking a sip of water. As I take another drink, I glance at Kira out of the corner of my eye. Her attentiveness just now surprised me. I didn't think she noticed the little things. I still don't have a very good read on her. She likes to keep to herself and remains disconnected at school. So her interest in Erilynn's situation is unusual. My thoughts return to the rumors. Is she really an Igarashi? Would it be rude of me to ask? As it's sensing my thoughts, Kira turns to me, meeting my eyes. I may as well ask. I've been wondering something.
About the old woman?
Fuck, her eyes so dark. Look at that shit. Look. No, about you actually. Fuck. She remains emotionless, turning back to her water.
What about me?
Are you related to the famous Igarashi conglomerate?
Yes.
The change is very subtle, but I notice it. The dullness in her eyes and sharpness in her tone. I wouldn't have expected a family such as yours to live here in Masukaze. I thought you all live in the city.
They do.
I blink. So, you live here by yourself? She nods, keeping her expression carefully blank. Sounds lonely. When should I come over? So sweet. No, I'm not gonna lie, it's so lonely. You need family sometimes. You know what I mean? When you're young. You know, because the world is... I don't know. If you have a good family, I think it's good to be around them when you're young. If you have a family that are kind of like assholes, it's good to distance yourself. You know what I mean? I don't know the situation, but to me it sounds lonely because she's so cute. I don't know. She probably lives in a good family, maybe disconnected, but good, right? I don't know. That seems like it'd be lonely, especially as someone new in town.
It's something you get used to.
Damn. Have you been lonely your whole life, girl? Shit. You know, I'm there for you. Even though this is a game and I'm a real person. Used to. So, you lived here alone before? You lived alone before?
I attended boarding school in junior high and lived in the dorms.
That's not alone. You're surrounded by people. I see. At least at the dorms had friends who keep you company. She hesitates.
Right.
Don't tell me you didn't have friends. Just like grab her face. I'll be your friend. Why no, I'll be friend zoning myself. Shit. I glanced at her. The way she said that didn't sound very convincing. But now you're living entirely on your own.
Like I said, I've gotten used to it.
That doesn't make it any less lonely. Kira fidgets with her water bottle. If you ever get too lonely, you're welcome to come by. She blinks. Damn, am I inviting her to my house already? Shit. My face flushes. I'm about to say something retarded right now. I mean, my family's bakery. Mina and I both work there, so if you ever want to hang out, we're there anytime. We're there all the time. Man, you should just invite her to her house. Be like, oh yeah, me and Mina are at the house together, so stop by. But now the bakery, that breaks attention at least. She thinks for a second and hides her face before answering.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you.
She glances my way again.
Do you live with your parents?
I nod, but they travel for work for most of the year and are rarely home. Kira looks in front of her.
Rarely home.
Yeah, but they're always checking in with me, so I hear from them often, and I still have my aunt, uncle, and my cousin Mina in the house too, so I don't feel lonely. She blinks.
So you're always surrounded by family?
Yep. Sometimes it gets a little annoying when I want my own space, but that's a small sacrifice to make. I can't even imagine how I would have gotten up for school back in the day if Mina wasn't around to wake me up.
That sounds very nice.
Shit, I missed that one. Shit. She goes quiet.
That sounds very nice.
Her voice has a strange hollow tone to it. She fidgets with her water bottle in her hands. What about your what about your family? What are they like? Kira remains silent, and I wonder if I offended her. As she is about to answer, a little boy who looks no more than 5 years old races towards us. His cheeks are rosy pink. As he skids to a stop, he sticks out his palm in front of us.
Give me money!
That's kind of rude. But you are a kid. Here you go. Is this a mugging? Nah, you're a kid. And, she paid for the water bottle, so I'm not going to ask her to give him money. The boy wears a bright smile, watching us expectantly. I can't help but to feel my heart warm. He seems like a cute, overexcited kid who momentarily forgot his manners. Yeah, I'll forgive it. If he's like under 5. If he's like 10, I'll be like, get the fuck out of here. It couldn't help to help him out. Okay. I pat my pockets looking for my wallet. Kira holds out a coin.
Here.
Girl, you don't have to spend money. I got you. Boo. The little boy's face lights up. I notice Kira's expression softens as he snatches the coin out of her hand.
Thank you, lady. Now I can make a wish.
Ask him what's his wish for. Be careful what you wish in the shrine. You do you. You know what I mean? It's... Do I really want to ask him? Nah. You do you, kid. I understand why he wants the money now. He seems like he's in a rush. I won't hold him up for making his wish. He races off just as quickly as he arrived. I watched him pause by the offering box. He drops in the coin before clapping his hands together. I glance at Kira. She watches the child squeeze his eyes shut as he makes a wish. Look at her face. I'm surprised you gave him a coin.
It was a small gesture that made him really happy.
I can't help but smile. Kira does have a softer side to her, even if it's not readily apparent.
Koji!
Look at her face, like a fucking meerkat. You know when they turn around and shit, like. A breathless woman runs after the boy. When she sees him by the offering box, she pauses, catching her breath. Spotting us, she hurries over.
I'm so very sorry for Koji. Please excuse him for disturbing you.
He was no trouble at all.
You're too kind, but I know he was rude. And I apologize again for that. He's still young and too excitable.
She calls out her son.
Koji, come here. Let me give you a coin first, and then you can make a wish.
It's okay, Mama. The lady already gave me one.
The mother turns back to Kira with wide eyes. Then she bows.
Thank you so much for helping him. Please, let me repay you.
She tries to slip a coin into Kira's hands, but Kira shakes her head, refusing to accept it.
It was my pleasure to help.
Please, this is the least I can do.
The woman urges Kira to accept the coin, but she remains firm.
When I was his age, a kind stranger gave me a coin to make my first wish too. I'm grateful that I could pay it forward, and I'm sure your son will too one day.
The mother nods. Her face softens into a smile as she puts the coin away.
You have a good heart. Thank you again. Please, let me know if there's any other way I could repay you.
She looks back at her son, smiling. Affection makes her eyes twinkle.
Koji loves coming to the shrine. I don't quite understand it myself, but I'll keep bringing him here if it makes him happy.
Does that mean you visit often? She nods.
More often than most.
I stare a glance with Kira. If this lady visits the... I'm going retarded right now. If this lady visits the shrine often, maybe she knows the other people who hang around here too. Do you know an old woman who also likes to visit the shrine? She's short, gray hair, and likes to encourage people to make wishes. She pauses, thinking.
Oh, maybe you're thinking of Miss Tanaka.
Yes, I am. Kira and I stare a glance. Miss Tanaka?
Yes, I've seen her at the shrine pretty often. She reminds Koji to make a wish whenever she sees him. She always says it's the perfect opportunity for it.
My pulse quickens. Could this be the woman we've been searching for? Do you know if she was at the shrine last Thursday?
She may have been. I think she's normally here on Mondays and Thursdays, but I'm not too certain of her schedule.
She was here last Thursday. It must be her. That could be her. Thank you so much. She smiles.
I'm happy to help.
Mama, I'm done.
Koji waves at his mother.
Koji, don't move.
The woman thanks us again. Before hurrying after her son, I faintly hear her scolding him as she scoops him by the arm into her arms. Hope makes my body feel light. Excitement bubbles within me as I turn to Kira. Miss Tanaka sounds like our best lead. She nods.
It sounds like she won't be back until Monday, though.
Yeah. Wouldn't you want to come back here? Would you like to come back here with me on Monday?
Sure.
I made another date. Great. We can head here after school. Kira nods again.
Now that we have a lead, I'm going to head out. It's getting late and there are a few things I need to do.
Squinting, I glance at the setting sun. Orange and yellow blaze in the sky. I hadn't realized it's gotten so late. Thanks again for coming with me today.
I'm glad we were able to make some progress.
Me too. We make our way out of the shrine together. When we reach the gate, we say our goodbyes and go our separate ways. My mind is racing with thoughts of Mrs. Tanaka as I walk all the way home. Alright. And that's where I'm going to end it for today. Oh, if you liked the video, like and subscribe. Leave a comment about anything. What do you think is going to happen next? Share your, what do you think is going to happen? Don't spoil nothing in the comments, though. Alright. Well then, bye-bye.